Hi, and welcome to My Life Lessons featuring stories from immigrants. Today, my special guest is Mariano Torres. Welcome to this project.
Thank you.
Mariano, can you take a moment and just tell us a little bit about yourself?
My life of myself.
Just a little bit.
Well, I came over here in this country in 1957. I was only 17 years old. I didn't finish the high school in Puerto Rico, so I tried. I was second year in high school. And then I tried to go to school, work at the same time, and that was pretty hard for me because I was working third shift, and then in the evening I go to school, okay? And that was making pretty hard because I get done at 9 o'clock from school, and then at 10 o'clock I had to be at my job, you know. And then come back at 6 o'clock, sleep, get up, and go to school, you know. That was making a pretty hard life for me. So then my dad and myself decided that I should come back to Puerto Rico and finish high school. And I went back, finished high school. Then I applied to be a policeman down in Puerto Rico. But the reason I was too young to get a job in the police department. And then I get all the, when I was in school, I got all the tests, I passed it. But I had to wait about 2 years to get into to the police department, and I need money. Okay? I got to support myself, plus help to support my mom. And then I decided, my mission was too happy to get myself into the police department, you know.
In Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico.
Right.
And then I said, well, I decided, Mama, because I had to come back to the United States to try to make a better living, you know.
Well, let's start there, Mariano. Let's start there with the project. So, when did you actually immigrate to the United States?
In 1957.
Okay.
That was the first time that I come back. In 1960, I come back, and then I stayed into
1960.
1960.
And what country did you immigrate from? You said Puerto Rico?
From Puerto Rico.
Okay. Yeah. And your reason for immigrating was what? What was your reason? Was it to continue your education?
It's like I tell you before, in the beginning, to make a better living. Better living, because in Puerto Rico, well, right now it's pretty hard. You know that a lot of people right now, very, very educated people, they come over here to look for a better job, because over there they get really hard. And that's the same thing that happened to me, you know. And plus, I don't have a good education, only for 4 years high school, and that is enough. Even when I came over here, there wasn't how can I say? For high school, it mean much, you know. Or maybe you can get a job to, like I did, you know. I work in different places over here before. I have a steady job. I work at stop site, washing dishes up there, and I don't know. They had another name, Fleetwood, but I can't remember the name.
But your reason for coming here was to build a better life.
That's to make a better life, you know.
So did you find it, when you made that decision to come here, did you find that an easy process for you?
Well, that it was an easy process.
It was not?
No.
How so?
Because, see, you was facing a different culture, different the people that really, well, you are Puerto Rican, you don't know English, and see, they treat you, no matter if you have education, but you don't have the same level of what they are, you know. And it's same level in one situation, the language, you know. That was the problem, you know. The only thing 1 year that I went through high school, so that make me to make a little bit better for me, because I can communicate better with them. But 1 year is not much, you know. And That was when then I had to get the job what they give you, you know. See, no. So then I worked for years in different places, and then I applied Birchboro Steel Corporation. And then I worked there for 1960 to 87. Then shut down. I work in different type of job. And the first it was a hard job, cleaning and finishing, and still, you know, grinding and chipping. And then after that, so I get test to become. Well, they gave me because I'm the type of person that I can catch.
You're a quick learner.
Yes, a quick learner, you know. So and then I became inspector. Casting inspector, and then I became a foreman. Was in charge of one department, and then I became quality control foreman for welding department. Crane runner, welder, different kind of job, you know, and that's what I learned what I really know right now.
And that's very interesting to me because it wasn't easy when you first made the decision and what you went through when you came over, based on what you're saying. And you would take odd jobs, dishwasher at Stokesay, to becoming a foreman at a major manufacturing company. And that's pretty spectacular.
A good jump, you know.
Absolutely.
And you know what I did that for? Because I can stay the same level that I was before because I was doing good, you know. And better life, better economical for my kids, you know, especially at that time. At that time, when I got married, I got my first daughter born in 1964. And then the other one came in 1965, 66, and 68. That's my, and one behind the other one. And my family was growing, and then I need more. And my wife shouldn't be able to, well, she works. She good white woman. She tried to help as much as she can. But the reason is, like always, I don't want to stay, my wife helping me much, you know. I want to be the head top income to bring in the house, you know.
Right.
And that's what they make me to
that was your motivation to keep moving up.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because I was expecting to my kid to go to college, you know. And then I had to be prepared for him when the time come. By the way, my kid grow up and how to educate them from Catholic school, from first grade to high school.
In the Catholic school system.
Yeah, Catholic school. And that's, you had, at that time, now it's big money. Now in Berkeley Catholic, you pay tuition for maybe $5,000 a year for a kid. At that time.
So you're building this better life for your children. You put them through the Catholic schools.
My children,
your wife. Did you
family.
meet your wife here?
Yeah, I made my wife over here.
Yeah.
They say all horse sold himself in another country, another place.
Okay.
I mean, Ben horse, you know.
Let's go to the next question.
Spanish saying, you know.
So let me go to the next question for you. So where do you find your greatest inspiration here in the United States? What inspires you here?
What did I find it? Oh.
What inspires you here in the States? So what do you find fulfilling here, where it makes you feel good?
Well, it's my family, because I have a growing family. After when I come in over here the first time, second time, well, I got to come over here and work and try to do good life, you know. But then I find myself alone. And then I said, well, I'm going to need a wife to make her to my company. And that from there, my kids come, and then my kid, there was another thing, and I said, well, now I had to set up my life and go all the way, you know.
Well, in the United States, and your hard work, you were inspired by the company you worked with to keep growing in that company?
Well, they give me I'll tell you one thing. There's one thing, good thing, bad thing and good thing.
Okay.
You know? But the one is they give me the opportunity to me to grow in the company. You know, they give me. By the way, they give me courses to go to college to help me out to especially the develop better communication with the worker, how to fill up with the worker or make them to feel like a family. When you work in the company, work as a family, see? And that's what motivates me to step over, you know, every time.
I love that you had that experience because a lot of companies today may not provide
But
that
they make
family
you,
experience.
see, they provide you, but they help you out. But it's like I said, they help you out a little bit, but then they try to take blood from you. You know, let's put up. You know what I mean with that. You know, but I mean, it's how they help you out. I mean, they give you the opportunity to.
It's a give and take. That's what
right.
I'm hearing.
Okay.
So Mariano, being here in the United States, what do you think your greatest life lesson has been here? What have you, if you were to tell your children and your grandchildren, what has been your greatest life lesson?
Well, the reason is this country here, no matter how hard it is living over here in this country, but they give you the opportunity, even yourself, the kids, the grandchildren, they have more future in here. And maybe, I don't know about other countries, but this one, that's what I find out in here. That's what motivates me here.
And that is your life lesson, the opportunities that have been given to you. And you've already talked about, one of the questions on our project is how have you applied that life lesson here in the States? And you've already answered that because you've taken that opportunity and you went for it to build a better life for your family. Your country has specific traditions, I'm assuming. How do you stay connected to those traditions by living here?
Well, let me tell you one thing. I try to leave my Puerto Rico tradition or cultures, let's put it that way, and try to teach my kids how to live or have some kind of a knowing about the tradition, a Puerto Rican tradition. Because it's pretty hard to them, you know, because they're dealing with different cultures, you know. But then it's better for them to go the other way, not for the Puerto Rican tradition. But anyway, it's like this Christmas time. Well, we did. All the family, we get together in my daughter's house. And we celebrate over there. We share Christmas present and eat, sing, dance, whatever. We do everything, you know. The same thing that we do in Puerto Rico. You know, we had the same. We celebrate the same tradition. But for them, it's they go through that, you know. But I mean. In their mind, they live here and they have their own tradition, you know. Sometimes we celebrate with them and then they go with their friends and celebrate different ways.
But you make sure that celebration also stays center.
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. What has surprised you the most about being here in the United States?
What I guess I already told you before is the opportunity.
That has surprised you?
Yeah.
The amount of opportunity?
Yeah, the opportunity.
Okay.
That surprised me because if you don't have no opportunities, hey, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? The opportunity, this country give you the opportunity to make yourself what you want to.
What I'm hearing from you is that you can have as many opportunities presented to you as possible. But you also have to be the type of human being as you are to take advantage of them.
That's right. Well, you have to take advantage.
Yeah.
Okay? a lot of people, it's like my kids. I told my kid, my daughter, she worked with my older daughter. She worked for. She's in charge with the company. She worked at with the old Museum Road. You know what GNC, Penske dealer right there. In some place around there, I don't know exactly what place that she worked. She has a office there, and she's like a
purchasing manager.
Yeah. She does. She hire and fire people. By the way.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
And,
so she's in probably human
she
resources.
had to travel different places. First job that she has, doing that type of job, because she was a secretary for lawyers, and she worked for CNA, a different place, and then the last job she had, the job that she has before, it was energy.
Energy.
They had a company right there at front of the airport, at the other side.
Oh, Energy.
Energy.
Enersys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Energy.
Yes.
Yeah. She used to work there, and then they offer the same benefits and better and more income, and in that company, and she moved from one door to door.
So not only did you get to experience the opportunity and growth within your own life, but now you get to witness it with your children and
my son. He work at. I got the other son that she's not. She's in between. She's not too smart, but he worked for the Reading School District, and the other one was like you said, the one who live in Florida, in Orlando. Already spent it to you what she does,
Yes, absolutely.
Good job, and this one, she didn't stay in one place.
Yeah.
She moved, she wanted to move. This one who worked at prison, he stayed. He's still a correctional office, and he said. He tried to prove to be. They offer him to be a lieutenant or whatever. He said no, and I'm going to state what I have. If I have to do something else, and around when they call me for overtime or whatever, I do it. But she's the one who receive the prisoner and release it.
So he has a choice. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, he has the opportunity.
Absolutely.
But he's the type of person that. He does what he likes to do, and he don't want to get so much. It's like it's so many friends getting up, and then they had to retire or quit because they can handle the job.
Well, let me ask you this: what has brought you the greatest sense of joy and happiness since you've been in the United States?
Well, to me. It's like you have the greatest opportunity you want, and I have more. What I was thinking to many years ago, what I have now. Remember, that's what they really that's the joy that I have to living in this country. Okay? I try to live in my country. I would like to go. I would like to go back. But the reason my country, I would like to save, but it's really it's economical, it's hard, and health. They have a lot of health. The health program is not bad. I'm a retirement, and I'm going to be 77 years old, and I work into that I was 66 years old.
So the opportunities have surpassed your expectations.
The opportunity.
This is the very last question. If you could describe in one sentence what being here means to you, for people that are watching this, what does being here mean to you?
Well, could be a lot of answers in that question, but the meaning is. I don't want to repeat what I said to you before, but you have better way, better life, way to live in this country. All depend on you if you want to take advantage of what they offer you.
Wonderful. Mariano Torres, it has been an honor to sit with you today, and thank you so very much for being part of this project.
Well, I hope you don't have a lot of correction for my language.
No, not at all. Thank you so much.
Okay, it's my pleasure.